Well, today we're here to talk about a set of antlers called Always a 4. We know a lot of times you find an antler and you wonder what it'll grow into. Some are typically a 4-point frame, and that's all they'll ever be in life, and that's pretty much what we got here today. Back in, I think it was 2002, we picked up a set of sheds off of a 4-point buck, and we were looking for some other horns in there, but here's the set. It was just a clean, typical 4-point. Had a couple little devil's tines, kickers off the base, whatever you want to call them. But it had a pretty unique feature. These were laying almost side by side together within 4 or 5 feet, I'd say. But one was chewed on and the other one wasn't even touched for some reason on the right side. But on the base, it has just a ridge or like a dot on the base on both sides. You can tell they're not perfectly round, they're a different shape, but obviously just some identifying marks on the buck. And so that was in 2002. We picked those up the next year looking. Picked up another side off him, his right side. Again, grew the extra at the base, and it's having the ridge actually looks like it's going to be like 3 dots across the base. Pretty interesting. I don't know if you're able to see those or not, but just basically the same shape. Interesting about this horn was going down the trail, right where 2 trails met and crossed, there I saw both horns laying together. They were one laying right on top of the other, exactly. And so when we got there and looked, they were both right sides, 2 different deer. I don't know whether this deer bent down to smell the other horn or chew on it, whatever, and his horn fell off. But the interesting part about it was the 2 horns laying there together. This right side is chewed on a little bit also, and the other one wasn't touched. So why the squirrels decided to chew on the right side of this deer, I have no idea. And then 2004, 2005, we didn't see anything of it. So I thought, well, that's pretty much the end of that deer. Whatever happened to him, maybe he got shot or something. But in 2006, believe it or not, 2 years had went by, the deer came back and he was really quite bigger. He grew an exceptional eye guard on the one side. He still had his kickers on the base, and you can really see the ridge now on the dots on the pedicle. Just neater than heck. So pretty, I mean 100% positive it's the same deer, but it grew into what is now like a 63-inch and a 60-inch side. Really cool. So you just never know what they'll do. But, you know, obviously it didn't grow any more than a 4-point frame, but quite an exceptional deer. So the deer, when we found it in 2002, so it probably was a couple of years old then, and then 2003, and then 4, 5, 6, so probably 7 or 8-year-old deer now, and this is what it grew into. Some good mass, but just a 4-point frame. So there's more horns for this deer out there somewhere, whether they'd be in somebody's pile, I don't know, or probably dog chews. Most people don't keep 4-pointers unless they're exceptional, but you know, the occasional collector does, obviously like me, but even I have sold horns, so I can't say nobody does. But anyway, just thought you might enjoy those, and it's just part of our series Through the Eyes of a Shed Hunter. We're going to just feature, as the weeks go by, we'll drag out some horns and feature them. I got some video clips from the last shed season to put together yet for just a few that we found, and so you get to see us in the snow. When it gets good and hot, I'll put those out there so people can relax and maybe cool off watching those. But anyway, hope you enjoyed them, and look for other future shed hunts and other videos coming up. There's some interesting things coming up, so stay tuned. Go to the YouTube channel. You can see, you can find it there, and that's where we're posting all the videos now. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on a future shed hunting trip.